Are these voices unique or what?
She's shaking her umbrella, and I look the other way as they are kissing their hellos.
This is the video that first introduced me to AnnenMayKantereit, and apparently I missed half of what makes it truly special. Let's see if this second watch of this collaboration between Giant Rooks and AnnenMayKantereit changes things a bit. Let's go. Yeah, cool start. Nice guitar entry.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee. And he feels it only halfway. And before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody coming in.
Listen, guys, no surprises, no mystery. This is not the first time that I hear the song. Obviously, I've already reacted to this once before. And I am very, very familiar with AnnenMayKantereit right now, thanks to this first video that I actually came across probably under a year ago, maybe 11 months ago. For starters, watching this a second time, I can tell you that I'm way past the shock factor. When you first hear this monstrous voice that Henning May carries, you can't help but just focus on that powerful, gritty, masculine voice that he produces. It's just beyond our normal expectations. So with that said, now with that out of the way, really understanding how this group performs, what that voice sounds like, and then again with the bias that I really like this band now. In fact, I was just listening to some of their other tunes yesterday. Barfuß am Klavier is one that I really love. It's one of their German tunes. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that shock factor is pretty much already settled. It's already pretty much behind us. And now we get the ability, well, I get the ability to really focus on all the other elements of this performance that really, really make it unique and special. And the first thing I see is the entry. Everything so far just seems to be very, very simplistic. There's really no large production behind this. This is probably a low budget production. There are no props, there are no fireworks, no elaborate choreography. All we get are voices and super cool music. And even the entry, let's take a look at that. It's as simple as can be. Yeah, just these two dudes walking into a room. I love it. Man, that trumpet just really adds something so special to it all.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour
Great
the
voice.
coffee. And he feels it only halfway. And before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody coming in.
Two great voices, two very distinct, awesome voices. And the whole directing is just really genius. It just goes hand in hand with that simplicity. Like shifting from one room to another. One single camera angle.
It is always nice to see you. Says the man behind the And instead I pour the milk.
Awesome. Hence the magic, my friends. Listen, here's what I noticed. This is what I'm really picking up on. There's this very unique contrast to the entire video, to the entire song and performance that really, I think, in my opinion, steals the show. Yes, both of these voices are amazing. Henning May's voice is just unmatched by anyone else in the industry. And then you have the lead singer of Giant Rooks, Frederick is his name. He has such a unique style as well. He's got this very kind of lazy sound to him that just really captivates. So these voices couldn't be more different from one another. And I think that is part of what creates this awesome and appealing contrast. Henning May's voice is rough, gritty, very textured. And then you have Frederick's voice, which is quite the opposite. It's very light, it's very airy. And the song, I think, works because neither singer is trying to overpower the other, and they're not trying to imitate one another. If they both sounded the same or similar, this would be a great cover song. But the fact that they're total opposites really makes this performance memorable. And then you add the musical element. What can you say about that? It is just right. It's like the perfect volume for this performance. It's the perfect instrumentation. I mean, that trumpet, man, that jazz trumpet. Wow, doesn't that just add like a super awesome flavor to the whole song? And I saw the guy playing the drums. It's not a full drum set. He's only got the snare drum, and I think he has it covered with something like a towel or something. So it's basically like intentionally being partially muted so that our ears, our brains can focus on these just extravagant voices that really come together and blend perfectly together.
It's nice to see you. Says the man behind the counter to the woman who is coming. She's shaking her umbrella.
Look at him, he's just so comfortable in his own skin. And so is Frederick.
And I look the other way.
There's like confidence in that voice.
And I keep saying their hellos. And I'm pretending not to see them. And instead I pour the milk.
These guys are just having a great time. One final point, guys. Look at them. They're all just so comfortable. It's such a laid-back setting. If these guys were playing basically just for themselves or for like a house party for friends and family, they would bring the exact same kind of energy as they did to this production. That is what makes it very cool and authentic. Great sounds. Just can't help but sing along, huh? Cool. Speaking of, oh, wait a second. I forget this continues. That's right. Well, listen, real quickly, I mentioned authenticity. That is something that jumps out for both of these singers and certainly for the entire two bands. But listening to Henning May's voice, it doesn't matter how familiar you are with that voice. You just can't help but to be amazed. And it's almost like every time you hear it, it almost sounds slightly different. And with Frederick, as I mentioned earlier, he also has this confidence, this style that is just natural and authentic. And I think that really means a lot because I'm going to guess that neither one of these singers is like a musically trained singer. Their voice is not necessarily conventional or polished. Um, let's just say it's not perfect. Their voices are not perfect, but their imperfections are, I think, what really draws us to them because it feels human, it feels real, and it just sounds great to us. And then they just add this silence to it all. This makes it fun. Nice. Taking it up a notch. There's a lot going on, but it's still very simple. That's the magic. Cool. And it basically ends the way it began. It's funny how experience changes perspective. The first time I heard this song, it was Henning May who stole the show with that powerful, powerful voice. But this second time around, I was able to focus on what Giant Rooks brought to this performance, the musical elements that just made it beautiful, and the entire contrast that really drove it all home. But more importantly, I want to know what you think. Drop me a comment or two below. Tell me what you noticed this time around, what you liked or maybe even disliked. And as always, I thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.